Have you heard that saying that goes, "Now pastor picking the spoil pass"? If you have not heard that, then I don't even know where you grew up from. Being a pastor's kid can be very, very challenging because you can't be yourself, you can't make mistakes. Everybody expects you to be perfect. Everybody expects you to do things right. You do a mistake, you fall down, the whole world will come crumbling down on you. Especially when your father has preached against a particular thing and you went to go and do it. Ah. Hello everybody, how are you doing? I am Letitia Odunuga and thanks for clicking on this video. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, Bikono, I beg you, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to also like my video. You can go ahead and watch other videos that I've done, but please like my videos and also do one thing: make very positive and effective comments below at the comment section. Today I'm going to be discussing about my experience as a preacher's kid. How was it for me growing up and being a pastor's daughter? My life as a preacher's kid has been an amazing journey. If I'm going to be real, I must confess and say God has been good to me as a person, sincerely, because I get to listen to other people's story of what they went through or what they went through as a preacher's kid. It was really not an easy journey for me. It was I would comparing it to other preachers' kids' experiences. I would say I thank God for everything I went through. While growing up, there was something I always tried to avoid whenever I had an outing with my friends. I tried to avoid letting people know that I'm a preacher's kid, because the moment everybody knows that you're a preacher's kid, bye, hey, oh God, they are going to use it to haunt you throughout your time. Right there, you do this, they'll say, and a papa na pastor, and a papa na pastor, or and a papa na pastor. So I always tried to make sure that whenever I was in an environment, I don't let people even know that I'm a preacher's kid. I just do my thing. And while growing up, being a preacher's kid always used to feel like a virus, and everybody's eyes are always on you. Everybody's watching you. You do any mistake, everybody's talking about it. You take any step, everybody talks about it and makes it elaborate, like say their own pikin no they do pass some. You get. And it was a very wonderful experience. Thank God for my own parents who were always there to believe in me, because my own experience as a preacher's kid, when growing up in my environment, there were always different news about me that was so not true. I remember when I moved from a particular secondary school to another upgraded secondary school, people carried the news that she don't move from a shower school, go prostitute school, that kind of a thing. And people were carrying news, she just enter Covenant University, we go see how she go take graduate, no worry nah, she been at their picking good pass, all those kind of comments we were hearing and was flying around. It made me feel bad about myself. It made me scared of taking any step. And thank God for my parents. God bless my parents, though, I must confess. I thank God for my dad and my mom. What they did all the time was that whenever they heard any news, once people start carrying news about their daughter, they will call me and ask me, Yewande, we heard this, because my Yoruba name is Yewande, Yewande, we heard this and this. Tell me the truth. What happened? And I will tell my dad and my mom how it went. And the moment I say it to them, they will tell me, if that is the truth, we are going to stand on that. And it always made me not want to lie to them. I wasn't perfect, but I would try my best not to lie to them. It was always, it was a very, very sensitive, especially when I was growing up as a teenager. Oh my god, it was something else completely. Teenagehood was actually also fun for me, but like for me, I got into the university at the age of 16, and my dad really, really wanted me to go to Covenant University. So he was like, see, you guys go to the school. I love the church, I love the man of God there. So go and get, become a better person. And which I did, and thank God in my school at a point they cut off every use of phone. I'm saying thank God, they cut every use of phone, and we weren't we had no contact with people outside, so people didn't really know much of what was going on with me in school, and God helped me. My growing up was a whole lot of experience. How many stories do I even want to remember? But this is my reason for doing this video. Please, don't be too hard on pastors' children. They are human beings like you. We are human beings too. We make mistakes. Even if our fathers preach against a particular thing and you see us do it, or something close to it, don't just start attacking us. I can't count. See, pastors' kids, I really want to just heal you guys. If you're a pastor's kid, if you're a preacher's kid, you are doing good. I thank God for some preachers who currently, try to make their children understand that being a preacher's kid is not a virus, it's not a sickness. You get it. And it's making the children love the ministry. For me, at first, I didn't even love the ministry. As a preacher's kid, I was always like, oh, nothing like that. But I thank God for maturity. As I grew older, I got to know better. I got to know how to handle people, how to handle. It got to a point, because people would always come and meet you and start a conversation just to hear what you're going to say and use it against you. People are very funny. Not everybody are saints in the church, and then as a child now, as a young girl, I would always be talking blah 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 blah, and at a point in my life, I had to get to that point where I told God, I said, Lord, please help me to know when to speak and when not to speak. And I pray, I think that's one of a very important prayer as a preacher's kid you should do. Ask God to teach you and help you. Even till today as an adult, I still tell God, Lord, help me to know when to speak and when not to speak. Because in the always pain person, when you are supposed to open mouth and talk and answer some people when they bring you some very stupid, nonsensical questions to you, and you keep quiet, you now get home, you now start thinking about the conversation, and you now wished you said a particular thing. That's in the pain. Or you now go and talk, you now get to my thing like, I shouldn't have spoken when this person said this. So it's one of the prayers as a preacher's kid I always prayed, that Lord, please help me. And it's something I even still do to now. Lord, when I'm not to speak, Lord, help me and hold my tongue. But when I'm to speak, help me to open my mouth and talk. So being a preacher's kid was a little bit easy for me. The reason why I say a little bit easy, because if I'm going to compare to what my fellow preacher kids went through, God, I would just be thanking God for my own experience. So please, people of God, take it easy with preachers' children. They are not robots. They did not program them good gay, this gay. They also grow. They learn. They make mistakes. That's the way your own children also made mistakes. This preacher's kid can also make mistakes. We're not perfect. Okay? So please, take it easy with preacher's children. I don't dey frown. I don't dey think I'm so serious. Take it easy with preacher's kids. and let them grow and experience God the way you would also love to experience God. Your main purpose for coming to church is not to come and be destroying families. Some church members, I don't even want to go there. I'm just talking about me, my own experience as a preacher's kid. Okay, so please let us be nice to preachers' kids. It's really not an easy thing for them, because they also go through a lot of things. Our fathers, our parents, what they do most times, especially when they stand as spiritual heads to people. I can't count every Sunday meeting. Every son will come and pour all his own problems and tell the pastor. This one woman will come and tell all her own problems to the pastor. The pastor will pray, sometimes even to the detriment of the health of the pastor, because of the stress. The pastor will pray. The pastor would sometimes even have to go into some fasting moments for them or with them, night vigil sections for them or with them, doing all this. And sometimes when the devil wants to do a retaliation, and that's why we always pray against any retaliation, any attack against our answered prayers, because the devil would look at who is standing, who is the one trying to set this person off from my trap. Oh, this guy. If they try the pastor and they are not able to get the pastor, they will want to try his wife. If they are not able to try the wife, the next target will be the children that are just growing also and struggling to know who they are. The attack comes on them, and most times sometimes they get afflicted, and that's where you start hearing her, she's a pastor's kid, and she's sleeping around. That kind of a thing is not normal. It is a spiritual attack. There was a day I remember, I was sleeping, and I woke up from my sleep, and it felt as if I had eaten something or drank something, and I belched from my sleep. So it was an unusual experience. I'd never had such an experience before. And because I'm close to my parents, I walked up to my dad and I told my dad, I said, Dad, thank God I did. I was like, Dad, this is what I experienced. Unknowing to me that over the night, a church member, somebody called my dad over the night and was lamenting on the dream he had. He was given something, and he was forcefully given something to eat and all that. And my dad had a deliverance section with him, and he felt much better. So me having that feeling after waking up, felt like a retaliation, bounced back, and my dad immediately started conducting a deliverance section for me. Now, there are sometimes pastors' kids go through that. They won't even tell their parents, because their parents are not even available. Their father that they want to talk has gone for another church meeting the next day. You understand? And you can imagine what that seed would have done in my own life. Only God knows, and it will just keep destroying until I realize and have to start praying against it. So sometimes pastors' children experience things like that, and a lot more. Don't carry news that is not true about your pastor's children. Please, it's not good. You're sowing a seed. Okay? So it was an experience for me. Like I always say, I thank God that my parents were very, very supportive and there for me. So I don't know if I am having, or if you are a pastor's kid. If you're a pastor's kid and you had any experience, please drop it on the comment section. Let us all learn a thing or two, and let us know how you handled the matter. All right. Today I'm also married to a pastor's kid, and both of us try to see how we can, become better parents to our children. And I thank God for how God has been helpful for us, helpful to us towards that. So being a pastor's child, if you're a pastor's child and you are watching this video, it's not a sickness, it's not a virus, it is not a sin. It's a privilege. It is a privilege to be a pastor's child. Okay, don't mind. The devil just always wants us to feel like, feel bad about it, but please don't. Take your head up, learn from your mistakes, try not to fall into that mistake over and over again. Improve on yourself, get closer to God, because it's from your relationship with God that you can draw strength to fight battles of life. I'm telling you. So please don't get discouraged as a preacher's kid. Raise your shoulder high, be proud about it. Then I wasn't proud about it. Whenever I went out with my friends, I didn't like the idea that any of them would say, oh, she's a pastor's kid, she's so-so-so's daughter. It didn't make me to be who I wanted to be in that environment. I have to not be restricted. But now I don't even care. I'm glad to be identified as a pastor's child. I'm not just a pastor's child, also a minister. So we give God the thanks and praise. Okay, so as a pastor's child, please don't feel bad about your identity in Christ Jesus. Okay, we are ambassadors of Jesus Christ. So wear it and carry your shoulder high and be proud about who you are. Okay, so I hope this video was enough to teach you something. If you're a pastor's child and you watch this video, you can always make a comment section at the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my video and have a lovely day.